The girls have been fighting over food for a while now. It's usually Gia who's more dominant and attacks. And welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while and I've missed you guys so much. I hope you've missed me, Aussie, and Gia. If you're new to the channel, by the way, my name is Cynthia and I make sugar gliders. As you guys know, they've been caged together since I got them. They were a pair. They're about 2 years old, so they've been together for 2 years, if not their whole life. Because when I bought them, they were also from the same cage. With that being said though, I've noticed a lot of food aggression recently, and you guys might be surprised, but Gia has been the one who I'm hearing crabbing over her food. She's constantly chasing after Aussie. I actually once seen her, it was literally so crazy. So basically, like, the food, I usually put it right here, and like Aussie was kind of like right over there, and literally Gia, the food was here and she was kind of just looking at Aussie, and the minute she saw Aussie trying to come up and get the food, she literally jumped on her, like pummeled on her, and it was crazy. I was just like, oh my goodness. I noticed that Aussie has been kind of scared, like, to approach the food bowl sometimes. So the problem actually isn't new, and it's been going on for about 2 months. As you guys know, I've been missing for about 2 months. That's not why. Going on for quite some time, and I've done several different things trying to stop it, and today I'm actually gonna share with you guys some of the things that one thing that I've done, and this is one of the things that I've been consistent in doing, is actually, so besides the fact that because they're now being aggressive towards food, I've actually had to closely monitor them when I feed them at night, because I actually decided not to go with like getting 2 bowls in the cage. I know that's usually like recommended and probably the first thing that most people would do, but because they've been together forever, I was just kind of annoyed and felt like, you know, it's something that I can work with them to get over. And even though we're still having our ups and downs with it, it's been kind of successful, but I'm also still in the process of seeing, you know, if it's really working. Besides like monitoring them to see exactly what's going on, that's how I know like who's bullying who about the food. When I see Gia becoming dominant and territorial and like hitting and crabbing at Aussie for food, I actually do lightly blow on her, and I kind of just do this so that she knows like this is bad behavior. She shouldn't be doing that. She usually will move right away, because sometimes she's like sitting right in the bowl so that Aussie can't get in the bowl at all. This is something that I've been doing like constantly. So anytime I see the behavior, whether it's Aussie or Gia, because Gia's not the only one that I've noticed do it. She's the main one who's been showing food aggression. But once in a blue, I do see Aussie being territorial with the food bowl as well. Like, it has worked. Whenever I do give them a light blow, they will move away, and they'll usually like let the other one eat. Also, because I'm really showing them that, this is another tip for you guys, just show your sugar gliders that there's no reason to fight about food. Like, there's more than enough food. So I've been offering like more food than usual, and with that being said, like sometimes I will literally, if Gia's not sharing, I'll literally just grab the bowl from her and bring it over to Aussie, because she's been more at the bottom since they're fighting over the food. So I'll bring it over to her so that not only is Gia seeing like she has to share, they have the same bowl, but also this way Aussie is safe. You know, she's comfortable grabbing the food as long as I'm giving it to her. And that's been something else I've doing. So besides like giving them more food, but also just constantly like grabbing the bowl and giving it to whoever is the one that's not getting the food. Usually it's Aussie who Gia is going crazy on, but like I said, sometimes it's the other way around. Also, with giving them a lot of food, what I've been doing is like I'll give them sometimes just a little bit more treats than usual, or I'll fill up the food bowl all the way to the top. Sometimes if they're not sharing, I'll literally just get more food, so I'll chop up whatever I gave them that day, or I'll have some already on the cutting board and I'll just hand feed Aussie. So I've tried like a lot of different things, and it's been like really just difficult, and I hate seeing them fight. But I will say that I don't think that either of them have starved. Like I said, I make sure to really monitor. So the other day I actually went out and I spent the night out of my house. And so this is what I recommend. If you're gonna be out of your house where you cannot monitor your sugar gliders, like I'm not gonna risk the girls getting into like a really bad fight or anybody starving. So also remember guys that they also always have pellets. So it's like their pellets, that bowl is always full. Then they have their fruits and vegetables in their other bowl. But the other day I went out, spent the night out, and I made sure that for that night I had 2 bowls of food just for that night, because I didn't want anybody to not eat while I was not around to watch and make sure that everybody's getting food. So I would definitely recommend that if you're kind of like me and you don't want to add an additional bowl. And like I said, like I just don't want to add an additional bowl because I just feel like they've been eating together all this time already. So like, why are they trying to get territorial now? And of course I understand they're wild animals, and if at any point it's just like a reoccurring thing every day, out of hand, super aggressive, I will definitely, no hesitation, put in another bowl. But we're not there yet, and I feel like the steps I've been taking has helped for the situation to One of the reasons why your sugar glider might be displaying food aggression is due to like change in seasons. So I've actually read about this and heard this multiple times, and I guess it kind of makes sense, right? Because I feel like even with us, like sometimes we'll eat more in a certain season than we might in the other, right? Because maybe in the winter when we're home all day, we're like eating, and even though of course they're always in their cage, but you guys get what I'm like going for. But that could be a reason. Also just them trying to kind of figure out who's the dominant one. For Aussie and Gia, the dominant one is definitely Gia. We've like seen this multiple times, and I always say how funny that is because she's literally the more affectionate one. I don't want to say the sweeter one, but she's definitely the more affectionate one. Also when they are like on their, oh my goodness, why am I not remembering what it's called right now? But basically when they're like in the mood, you know what I mean, they can also be a little more hungry and trying to show more dominance. So just be aware that sometimes it might just be happening for a short period of time, and it's not really a big deal that you have to worry about. Right now, I feel like we have some good days and some bad days, because there's days where I'm literally watching them eat from the same bowl, absolutely no problems, not much fighting. Yesterday, they really were getting along, but I saw Aussie a couple of times smack Gia. And like I said, I kind of just lightly blew her, and you know, they'll stop, and you know, not much problems after that. But it's definitely something that I am watching. Sometimes they fight more than other nights. And also guys, here's another tip. If they're fighting too much and you don't want to add the bowl, but you want to make sure your other sugar glider is eating, so Aussie she'll always like go to the bottom, like I said. So I'll literally just take like a nice size of whatever else I'm feeding. Like I said, like, I'll make sure to put extra, but I'll make sure that it's in areas that Aussie's like hanging out at. Just try different things. Definitely, if you want to add another bowl, that probably be the easiest thing. But also, if that's not working, then maybe trying some of the other things I mentioned, just showing them that food is not a problem by offering a lot of food. If you guys have any tips that you recommend, if you've ever dealt with this, definitely comment below. I'm literally just sharing all the things that I've done and my experience with food aggression. I'm gonna try to insert some cute little tips that I've taken throughout the weeks, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here, definitely subscribe to the channel, and for everyone else, please, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below. You know what, guys, that's their food in the microwave right now. So I have some oranges for them, and then I have some edamame in the microwave. So that's what I'm getting now, and I'm actually about to feed them now. So we're gonna see how today goes. I'm actually gonna share it with you guys. All right, guys, so this is what it's looking like. So the edamame, the tangerines, we got some calcium on top, and then I'm gonna scatter these around the cage, and let's see whether they're gonna be nice or they're gonna fight. So I just put it in there. I have a couple in my hand. I don't want to put them yet because I want them both to go to the bowl so that we can see what they're going to do. Hi, Aussie baby girl. And Gia's down there. Hi, Aussie sweetie. Are you hungry? Why don't you go eat? Look, what's in here? What's in here? Aussie baby. Sorry if it's a little slanted. She's so cute. Look at her. Say hi to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. It's me, Aussie. Just chilling. Plotting my escape because I don't know what's mom thinking. Let me see. Gia just came up and look at what she's doing. Being a thief. That's just Gia. That's not even food aggression, guys, actually. That's just Gia being Gia. Being the dominant one and like taking her food. That was pretty annoying. That completely defeated the purpose. To see if they were gonna fight over it. But yeah. We'll keep watching. I actually do feel like bothering her because I hate that. I don't like that you do that. Why do you do that stuff? Alright, you guys. Well, I guess that's what we're gonna get for today. If anything, I'll see how they react when they both go to the bowl. But that kind of didn't go the way I planned because that was just Gia kind of being Gia. Sometimes she snatches the food because, like I said, she's the more dominant one. But that's not necessarily them fighting about the food bowl. So we'll see what happens. I might record something depending what goes on. But if not, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Guys, I completely forgot that I had a banana on top of the fridge. I don't even know if that's healthy.